Let's center the reality. Cracker Barrel may argue the spirit lives on. They say values and hospitality remain, but that doesn't always translate into feeling seen or understood.
Home-style cooking brings family together.
Cracker Barrel is known for its comfort, from its food to its country charm. Many finding it a throwback to a simpler time. But this morning, the company making another effort to look forward, unveiling a new logo that's causing a stir for loyal fans of the beloved Southern chain. Overhauling the iconic logo, missing Uncle Herschel, the man in overalls who's been a fixture since the 1970s. And, well, the barrel. In its place, a simpler, more modern design the company says calls back to its 1969 roots. The rebrand is part of a $700 million transformation meant to bring in younger diners, but the change isn't sitting well with some diners.
This is terrible.
What happened to Grandpa?
Or the markets. Shares of Cracker Barrel plunged 12% Thursday, shedding $94 million in market value, one of the company's worst single-day declines in years. The redesign has also included revamped interiors.
We've got all new lighting, new seating, new tables and chairs.
Dark wood and busy walls out in favor of lighter paint, clean lines, and farmhouse vibes. A move Cracker Barrel says is meant to feel lighter, brighter, and more welcoming. Its CEO outlining the changes last year.
Our goal is to take what people love about Cracker Barrel and open the aperture a little bit so that more people love Cracker Barrel. So we want to appeal to all generations.
But now it's even sparking political backlash, some calling the redesign woke, drawing critics like the president's son. The company says only 30 of its 660 stores are getting the full makeover, and despite the new branding, the iconic rocking chairs and gift shops are here to stay. Saying in a statement to the AP, our values haven't changed, and Uncle Herschel remains front and center in our restaurants and on our menu. With all restaurant chains hoping to attract younger customers in a difficult economy, Cracker Barrel stirring the pot.
I go into Cracker Barrel to go from 2025 to 1914. I ain't never asked for this.
So here's the scoop. Cracker Barrel, a brand steeped in nostalgia and Southern identity, launched a sweeping makeover across more than 660 locations. It features decluttered interiors, revamped menus, and a brand new logo that ditches the decades-old illustration for something sleek, text-based, and, some say, soulless. This is part of a broader push to modernize the brand, rather than cling to old-fashioned imagery.
The backlash came fast. Conservative voices, from Donald Trump Jr. to Repenner Byron Donalds, called it woke or sterile. Echoes of the Bud Light and Target branding missteps, this too was framed as erasing tradition. Stock tumbled sharply, somewhere between 7 to 13% in a single day. We're told it's progress, we're told it's modernization. But what's being lost and who loses when tradition is redefined without regard for emotional or cultural lineage? Branding isn't just aesthetics, it's identity, it's memory. Thanks for listening to Get It Off Your Chest Media. Share with a friend, subscribe, and keep the conversations going. Because when we talk, real change begins. As Black women, we deserve branding that understands nuance, maybe even celebrates it. We resist flatness and erasure. Diversity isn't just optional decoration, it's essential to authenticity. What if we asked, whose heritage are we erasing when we make everything beige? Who gets to decide the universal identity, and who gets pushed to the edges?
Hurry up and get it shit off your fucking chest!
This situation reminds me of how Black neighborhoods are sometimes cleaned up or gentrified under the guise of improvement, while the people who gave those neighborhoods their soul are pushed out. Change under pressure can feel like erasure. Okay, here's where we get into something deeper. As Black women, many of us have lived experience with erasure, be it from narratives, representation, or cultural spaces. We know what it feels like when visuals or stories that once resonated with us get replaced by more neutral or safe versions. And oftentimes, those changes come without our input or invitation. It's not unlike how Black voices or traditions have been edited or reframed to fit mainstream comfort zones. And when pushback happens, the conclusion is often, they just don't get it. But sometimes, no one thought about whether our hearts were connected in the first place. This isn't just about Cracker Barrel. It's about how culture gets commodified and whose stories get erased in the process. It's about knowing when change is progress and when it's erasure in disguise. Tune in next week as we explore how Black-owned brands are owning their narratives from packaging to purpose. Until then, I'm Jenna Marie reminding you, your voice matters, your viewpoint matters, and if you've got something to say, this is your safe space to get it off your chest.